What is going on, guys? Welcome to Stock Talk with Nico Kritikos. Today, we're going to be doing some stock analysis for Boeing stock because I have lots of people reach out to me about this company because they think it's going to have a huge comeback or that it's a good investment because they're going to be backed by the government and all this stuff. But I will tell you, the last 5 years has been just horrible for this stock. And actually, in the very lows of the pandemic, I think that's when I started buying. And then I was buying up to 146, even $224 a share. And then I ended up selling out at 237, which I'm very glad I did because the last 3, 4 years has just been horrible. So we're still sitting at $143 stock today, $107 billion market cap. And this company has just had a bunch of problems with all the debt that they've acquired over the last couple of years and their airplanes crashing. Now we have some good news coming out. I guess you could say that they're laying off all these workers, and so that should cut costs. And hopefully they can get back to profitability because, as you're about to see here, this company has been losing billions and billions of dollars. So since the pandemic, the revenue dropped off pretty steep. And then since then, it's been increasing a little bit, right? So we do see some progress there, 58, 62, 66, and 77 billion, right? So I'm happy they're making some progress there. But what are they doing for trailing 12 months? And so revenue it's actually been flat the last couple of quarters. Net income, though, they lost not, I mean, before the pandemic, they lost 600 million. Then the pandemic year, they lost almost $12 billion. Then 4 billion, another 5 billion, another 2 billion. And then this year, they're going to lose what? Even worse, $8 billion. Okay. And then that's why you can see the cash and the debt now is 10 billion of cash, which is a lot of money, but not when you have over 50 billion in debt. So they have lots. So even if they spent all that cash to pay off the debt, they'd have 43 million left in debt. And let's see, what's the average income for a company like this? When they were making money, so their best year was 10 billion, right? That's probably going to take a while to get back to that. They're probably going to be lucky to make a couple billion. So, I mean, if you're talking you have 43 billion in debt, it's going to take you at least 10 years, probably, at least 10 years to pay that off, right? So that's the issue here. As you can see, the shares outstanding has slightly been growing, which most companies that lose money, they issue more shares. But this is honestly, it's not horrible. They're not issuing that many, so that's not horrible, but it's definitely not helping. The dividend has been consistent. I don't know why you'd want the dividend though if you keep losing money in the stock. And what else do we want to look at here? I mean, how about the margins? What do the margins look like? So they had 33% margins that year. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say right now because like analysts have them doing for the next, and I mean, look at the balance sheet. I mean, so they had negative 18 billion even so the year of the pandemic. That would have been after the pandemic. But now they're at negative 23 billion dollars, right? Negative 23 billion dollars. That's incredible. So analysts have them actually doing a profitable year for 2025, not this year. The EPS is expected to be horrible this year, but next year it's expected to be profitable. Okay. Now, and revenue is expected to grow 26%. Okay, that's great. I mean, I think it's amazing that it took them this long. Really, it's going to take 5 years to get back to profitability. Like, I would have thought maybe 2020 and 2021 were the bad years, and then 2022 things would have came back. They would have got more orders for plane. They would have figured things out and managed their costs better, managed the employees better, all that stuff. And because most companies, they recovered by, within a year, after a year, maybe 2 years, most companies from the pandemic recovered. So this one, it just really, I don't know, it really took a toll on this company. And okay, sure, they're in an industry where it's incredibly hard to compete. There is another competitor called Airbus, though, that does the same thing. And I want to say Airbus is actually bigger. They're probably, well, I mean, now they're probably a lot bigger, being that Boeing has struggled so much. But as far as the government backing them, I mean, yes, but that doesn't mean the stock is going to flourish necessarily. Like as you can see here, just because they work with the government does not mean the stock has to go up. Because look at, I mean, if you would have bought this in 20, whatever, let's say 2021, you bought this, you're down a bunch of money, and that's for holding for over 3 years now. So I mean, yes. Are they gonna go out of business? Maybe no. Okay, maybe they don't go out of business because of the government, right? But they sure got a lot of debt. The stock price sure is not performing well, and they're sure not making a lot of money. The business is not being ran well. So it doesn't matter if the government works with them. I mean, I guess you could say you're not going to lose all your money, but you're not going to make money though. And sure, will the stock come back someday? Sure, but I mean, I would have thought that would have happened a year or two, like at least a year ago, probably 2 years ago. So the fact that it's taken 5 years, luckily, hopefully they make it next by 2025, then it doesn't seem like a good investment to me because sometimes stocks like this can just bounce around this price and this could go on for another year or two. We don't know. It could run up a little bit and then come back down. You don't know what's going to happen. So I don't know if this stock dropped to something crazy like $50 a share, something crazy like that. Maybe then it's attractive because it's at a ridiculous valuation. Right now, it's not at a ridiculous valuation. This company is in a bunch of debt and they're losing billions of dollars. So it's not really worth anything at the moment. But that's my analysis for Boeing. Let me know what you guys think. I will catch you guys in the next video.